double-digit mortgage rates while silver surges. 90% of middle class will be slammed. In this video, I'm going to show you how 90% of the middle class is getting slammed by this mortgage rate that is exploding right before our eyes. I'm going to break this down and show you how to be prepared while this comes at us full speed. This is from Market Watch. The headline says, Americans expect, get ready for this, Americans expect mortgage rates to rise to nearly 10% in nearly 3 years. That's according to a New York Fed housing survey. That's double digits for a mortgage. Imagine if you were a first-time homebuyer. Hopefully those of you who are listening are not first-time homebuyers, because I can't imagine the position you're in. This article starts, Americans expect home prices to keep rising. The New York Fed survey says U.S. consumers expect mortgage rates to approach double digits over the next 3 years. According to a new survey by the New York Fed, Federal Reserve, households have a gloomy view of mortgage rates. Consumers, on average, said that over the next year, they expect the 30-year mortgage rate to rise to 8.7%. And in 3 years, are you ready? In 3 years to 9.7%. That is just remarkable. Some are holding on to the hope that they will fall, but households on average believe there's a 61% chance that rates will fall over the next 12 months. That's coming up in this coming year. Now, 90% of Americans are already being slammed by this issue. People are pulling out, even people that have their own mortgage. They're pulling out from their retirement to keep up, to pay for their mortgages. We're seeing that. And anyone who's done this knows, when you pull from your retirement, you get taxed in a painful way. It's no joke. So that is a real, you're pulling the emergency switch when you do that. Now, this issue with mortgages, it's actually good news for silver stackers. Those of us who stack silver. If you're enjoying this video, please hit like, please hit subscribe. It really helps to get this information out there. People like us, like you and I, who have been stacking silver, we already know to be our own bank. We already know that the safest store of wealth is to be able to hold our wealth in our hand. But as double-digit mortgage rates come at us full speed, what's going to happen is that people who typically go into the other alternative, the alternative tangible asset, which is real estate, often there's two choices. If you want a tangible asset, you're going into real estate, so you could have your own home, or you're putting your money into precious metals. And presently, the real estate option is not happening. We see this in the market for homes being sold. Right now, as you watch this video, this should be the peak season for people buying homes, and it's not happening because these mortgage rates are so high. And according to this data that I'm sharing with you today, it's just going to get worse. And while that unfolds, people are going to pull their funds that they typically would put into that housing tangible asset, and they're going to put it into this tangible asset that I'm holding in my hand. They're going to put it into silver, they're going to put it into gold, and the price of silver and gold is going to skyrocket like we've never seen. That's the history of precious metals. That's how it always works. And it's just the history of supply and demand. If you have an influx of people going in on your one product, the price is going to shoot up. We've already seen gold. Gold is out of reach for all of us already. We've already seen gold hovering above 2,300, and now within the last 24 hours, it's really shooting up also, as is silver. So this data is exactly what we need to look at. Yesterday, we analyzed the data regarding unemployment claims, and that impacted silver instantly. Silver shot up in the past 24 hours, and it's still going up as I speak. As you're watching this video, silver is reaching to $30. So this is the data that we really need to look at, because it tells us exactly what we need to be doing.